Hello everyone, this is Judy coming to you from my scrapbook loft, and I'm here today to do a drawing for the October Ugly Swap entries. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for entering the swap. Donna and I appreciate it so much. We appreciate the participation that we've had, and we're having a blast with it. It is so much fun. And if you want to join Donna's, she's hosting the month of November, and she's asking for your favorite recipe. That's it, just a favorite recipe. Go over to her channel and check it out. Now, for the drawing, there are 42 entries. Thank you, each and every one of you. Now remember, if you've received or when you get your swap back, your ugly paper, don't use it and don't lose it, because it is for December's swap. And we're going to have some fun. All right, now to do the drawing, and as usual, I'm going to let Alexa do it. So, Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 42.
Your random number between 1 and 42 is 33.
33. Sabrina, Crafty Mom and Son. Hi, Sabrina. Thank you. Thank you all for joining in the swap. Now I'm going to show you what the winner's going to get. Let me mark her first as the winner. Sabrina, Crafty Mom and Son. And if you're all wondering why those are highlighted, I worked myself out a system to know when I made you an envelope to send out. And as I made them up and sent them out, I marked your name out with a highlighter. So that is that. What I'm making for the winner is a notepad holder. Okay? I'll have this made in the mail by tomorrow. And I'm using 110-pound cardstock. This is the outside of it. This is it. And I'm using 110-pound cardstock for the pockets that I'm making. So, I am going to make a pocket for this side. And this is a paper that I'm matching up with this. See how perfect that matches? Look at that flower and that paper. This is Jubilee. That was gifted to me by Alicia back in November for my birthday. So what I want to do on this side is make a pocket for a side pocket, okay? So I want it to be, this is 5.5, so I want it to be about half of that. So I want it to be like 3 1/4 so that it'll have some room. So I'm going to make it 3 1/4 plus 1/2 is 3 3/4, and then it's going to be 8.5, so I need it to be 9.5. 9.5. 3 3/4. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to score 1/2 inch on 3 sides. Oops, my thing slipped. This 110 pounds, hard to score sometimes. Thing wants to slip out of the crevice that it's supposed to go into. on 3 sides. And then we're going to cut our little X out of there. Need to clean those scissors up. Okay. Burnish those down. Am I in frame? Please say that I am. To get this book, this notepad holder long enough, I had to glue 2 8.5 by 11s together. And then to get this to fit in here and not stick out the top, I had to cut the back of the cardboard a little bit. And that makes it fit perfectly in here. Okay, and then I want to put this right on here. Make sure it doesn't show through over here. It's perfect. And I'm going to ink around it first. I'm inking with a Vintage Photo, you know, our favorite edging distresser. Then I'm going to put my tape on. Put it across the bottom first. Oops, I got that wrong. That goes on the outside. And the reason it goes on the outside is so that it doesn't, what you put in it doesn't hang on it. And then we're going to put this on. Use this is so much easier than scissors. And we'll take this end off first. Flip this around so I can see what I'm doing. And line this end up and this side up as best I can. And press that down. And then I can put the other 2 sides down. Make sure they didn't move on me. And they didn't. Okay. And there's your pocket on that side. And now, I'm going to take that out. The pocket on this side that I want, I want to run diagonal, like so, okay? And that's just so she can, like to have it a little bit more up on the side there. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark here. That's going to come down this way. And then I'm going to mark here. And that's going to come down this way. Okay. And then once I do that, I'm going to score those. You say, how are you going to do that? Just like this. Hopefully it works out. If not, then I will be doing it by hand. And then this one comes like this. Let's see how this does. You try to line this up with, oops, got it off. This up with, there we go, this, okay? There's our pocket so far. There's our pocket so far. I got it off a little bit over here, which is fine. It'll still work, but I don't like it. So we're going to mark it again this way. It's just like 1/8 of an inch. See if that's it. Oops. A little more that way. There we go. Let's see what that does. There we go. Perfect. And now what we're going to do is we're not going to make this one with a fold in under here. We're just going to make this one come to the end of the paper pad. Just like that. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to line it up. Let me show you how I line it up. I'm going to line that mark up with this mark. Just like that. Okay? Now I'm going to take this and get me a 1/2 inch here. And I'm going to take this one and get me a 1/2 inch here. And what you do is you just line that score line up with this score line on that 1/2 inch mark. Yep, okay. And now we're just going to take that up a little hair dab. Am I in frame? Let's get you all in frame here. Now what I want to do is make sure I'm not overlapping on the outside. And I'm not. Okay, so now we want to burnish this down. Oops. Got ink around the edges. See, I covered that pencil mark with that distress ink. Worked out perfect. Oh, and on this one, also what I want to do, I want to put my pattern paper on it before I put it on because it's got to be cut special way too. Just like this, and this is what we're going to do. easiest way to do that is like this. You line it up on the paper where you want it. You all can't see what I'm doing, can you? Okay. Aussie, Judy. Okay. It'll be fine. Line it up on this paper where you want it, just like that. See it? Pick it up, flip it over. Take your pencil mark and go right down that square, just like that. Okay? Then you're going to take your you're going to line it up on that, just like that. Now you're going to line this one up. And the reason I do that is because I don't want to waste any more paper than what I've got on here. I'm going to cut, actually, on this one I cut just a hair dab under it. Just a hair dab to make it. See how this works. Let's see. Should come out, you all. Should come out. Why didn't that go through? But we'll cut it with the scissors. There we go. Now, let's see how it worked. I didn't cut enough on this side here, so we're just going to cut off a little bit. Just a little bit, like a 1/16 of an inch. So because I don't want much paper to show through there. There we go. Look at there how perfect that is. So let's anchor around this one. Let's put it on. I'm going to use glue on this one. And then I'm going to line it up just like I want it. And there we go. Now, I'm going to put it in our book. I don't need this board anymore. We're going to put this in our book. We're going to use tape here on the inside and a little dab of glue on it to keep your you know, whatever you put in there to come sticking. Okay. Am I in frame, you all? I'm so sorry. That iPad is just off today to me for some reason. Or I'm off. I don't know which. Okay. Now we're going to take this off and this off, and we're going to put some glue right across the top of that tape runner. That'll keep whatever's put in there from going down in. It won't scoot past that into the sticky tape. There we go. Perfect. Now I forgot to ink these. Oh, well. Oh, let's see if I can do it now. Forgot to ink the folds on the inside. Go. More than one way to skin a cat, as they say. Okay, there we go. Got it. All right, now I'm going to mark this. Okay, where I want it. Okay, I'm going to mark it right here. Sometimes this way doesn't work, you all. Most of the time it does, but sometimes it doesn't. I hope I have another one of these sheets. Okay. There we go. Come on, get down in there. There we go. There we go. And then we mark it up here at the top where we want it. I want it right here. Just a little dab. Just a little dab will do ya. Just like that. And I'm going to take my, in case you all wonder how I line this up, if you don't have this trimmer, there's a wire on here that you can line that up on, and it cuts right on those marks. And that's what I go by, is that wire. It marks them up perfect, lines them up perfect. And don't forget to ink around the edges of that one. Try not to be so noisy doing this. Now let's line this up and see what we got. And you see how when I put it in there it's trying to hang? That is why I put the pocket on first, because now I can put this on and you can slide whatever you want to in and out of there and it will not hang. some of this paper just doesn't seem to be square. No. There we go. Now let's see. I know I used to think that it was my trimmer that wasn't cutting square, but you all, it's actually your paper. Your paper is not square. There we go. That did it. All right. This is always so hard to do with glue, but it's even harder to do with double-sided tape, to put in that pocket and get in there and get straightened up. At least with the glue you can take it off. It may take the paper with it a little bit, but at least with the glue you can get some of it, get it off sometimes. So. When you get it in there, that is. Of course, I can't get it in there now with the glue on it. There we go. All right, I'm going to have to reglue it now because it's dry. Because I have it so close. Come on now, get in there. Dry it off. We're going to do it a different way. More than one way to skin a cat. We're going to put this in here. We're going to line it up where we want it. Then we're going to glue it. Okay. Now for this side, and it may take piecing paper together for this side, we'll have to see if I have another one of those in the book. Okay, what do I do with it? What do I do with that book? Duh, put it back where it belonged. See, I do. Okay. Now for this side, I want it to be, it's 8 3/8, and I'm just going to take it on the inside just a little bit, about 3.5 inches. And let's see if I cut it right. And I did, so there we go. I'm going to ink around the edge of that one. I'm going to do like the other side. I ain't going to fight with that glue. I'm going to do it just like this. Put it where I want it. Okay. Actually, I think I'll tape that one. Might be easier to tape it. Oops, don't want it on that end because I can't get it off on that end. And I don't want it all the way down either, because I can reach in there with the glue tip and glue it if I have to. Burnish it down. Alright. Let's put it in here. What you're doing that for, you all, is to keep it from, keep your tags or whatever it is you want to put in there. They slide real smooth. They don't hang on this fold right here that's in there. It won't hang on that. I'm going to start by taking off just this one end right here. And I put it just on there, just right. Yes, I did. To get that out of there. Because I want to line those up at the top. I want those to be the same. There we go. Might be off a little hair dab. And I can fix that. Because I haven't pressed it down yet. There we go. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to press it down. And then I'm going to take this one off. And then I'm going to take this one off. And there you go. See? Slides in and out really easy. It'll hold envelopes and things like that. Now I need another one of these. Okay, this one I can measure. I want this one to be 3 1/8, 8 3/8. Okay, let's see how it fits, if it fits how I want it to. And take a little hair dab off. Just a hair dab off off one end and off the side. Just a hair. There we go. Just a hair. There we go. Now I think I can line that up with the glue on it. I hope so. There we go. That, you all, is the book. I'm going to do a little embellishing in it. And I'll show you. She can put this tablet in here. With an ink pen. And it closes up just like that. I'll make a pretty closure on it. And she can put envelopes in it if she wants, or index cards, anything for notes if she wants. Just like that. Now I will embellish it some. I think it's pretty. I don't know about you all, but I think it turned out pretty. Very pretty. Get it lined up. The fold where I folded it and inked it. There we go. Same way this side. Lined up there. Ooh, I know what I will do. That'll be so pretty with a belly band on it, won't it? Yes, it will. With a big, pretty embellishment on it. Yes, it will, you all. So it's going to get a belly band. How pretty will that be? How long is this video? I don't know. It's it's 40 minutes, so I guess I need to stop. Sabrina, hello, girl. You'll be getting this probably, hopefully, by the end of next week. Hopefully, if I can get it in the mail. Get it finished today and in the mail. I want to thank you all for watching. Hugs to you from me, and God bless.